What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another week at Revolt Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Mariah Rose, and today I am joined by none other than Christina Granville, also known as Miss Basketball. She has the charisma like no one you will ever know as a sports broadcaster, hope, certified hype woman, former athlete. She redefines what it means to be a woman in sports. Christina, welcome to the show.
That was so beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
Listen,
you.
this is dope. I am so excited to be here, and I'm so proud of you.
I'm so excited. We have a basketball-packed show today, and so nobody better than you to break this all down, girl.
Listen, it's a lot. Like a lot.
A lot. And we're gonna start with what y'all want us to start with because listen, yesterday when this news broke, I turned on ESPN and I said, why are we talking about the games? I don't wanna hear about that. All right, we are going to get into the betting scandal heard around the world. Y'all, gambling in the NBA.
Girl.
So just to give you an overview of what happened, Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups was arrested Thursday morning after being investigated by the FBI for allegedly being linked to a poker operation tied to the Mafia. He has been being investigated for several months now, and then we also have Miami Heat player Terry Rozier, who was also arrested by the FBI for alleged sports gambling and prop bets. He has been being investigated for about 2 years now. These investigations are a little bit different. Chauncey Billups is being accused of rigging poker games with the Mafia. Meanwhile, Terry Rozier is being accused of rigging basketball games for bettors.
So the funny thing is, one, I can almost believe. The other one, I'm like, nah, really? Let me tell you why. Rozier, I can almost believe that he was, gambling on the game because there was one game that he was playing. And I said, there's no way on God's green earth, not on Beyonce's internet, that he could play this bad. Like, he was just like turning over the ball like crazy, just throwing up anything. And I'm like, okay, now if he injured, I get that. But even if you're injured, you're a professional basketball player. Ain't no way you missing layups like this, bro.
No facts. I think I know exactly what game you're talking about because it was all over the internet yesterday. Everybody was saying, ain't no way a professional basketball player can play like this. I want to add a little bit of context as well to the fact that he is on a $96.3 million fully guaranteed contract, and he is making $24 million a season as his salary.
So that's the other thing. Why? That's what I really want to know. Like, why? And how did you get tied to the Mafia? Now, Chauncey, that's the one that I can't believe. I can believe Rose a little bit. But Chauncey, I'm like, this is a good dude, man. This is a good brother, man. I'm like, how you setting up poker games to basically rob your friends? That's the one that I don't get. And I'm like, you have a whole family. You have a whole career. Like, you are an NBA legend. Now you're a coach. You're making millions and millions of dollars. How in the world? Why in the world? Who put a gun to your head, friend?
That's the part that if there is Mafia involvement, which the FBI watched the press conference said that there is, very big crime families, I think that it has to be a matter of people being threatened for their lives. I don't know. My only experience with this kind of thing is through movies, and that's what it's giving.
It's giving Godfather.
Yeah.
It's giving Scarface, but it's also giving like it doesn't make sense. Because for someone to have reached the level of success like Chauncey and Rozier has met, why would you jeopardize your life and the people around you? It's not just about them. I think people forget, like, okay, of course, these are amazing basketball players. They're making millions of dollars, but it's their family. It's the people that's tied to them because now you're going to have your whole family investigated. Or if it is tied to the Mafia, they don't just come for you. They coming for your daddy and your sister and your cousin too. Like, it's more than just them. And I'm hoping that it's really not them being tied to the Mafia. And if it is, How'd y'all even get connected?
I don't know, but former NBA coach and player
Yeah.
Damon Jones was also involved in this, and he was involved in both cases allegedly. So it's very interesting because they're both very different. But my thing is with Terry Rozier specifically, you're making $100 million basically to play basketball, and you still cheat the game. It's so unfortunate to me because it's like this is the greed they talk about in the Bible. What more do you need?
That's what and I'm like, if you think about it. You were already hurt. This money is already the money is already gonna be there. Like, why? That's what I'm really stuck on, the why.
Right, and this is really bad for the NBA.
They already think it's rigged.
Yeah, the fans already think that it's rigged. And I want to talk a little bit about how gambling is so intertwined in sports right now.
Girl.
It's really unfortunate. Like, I just saw a video on Twitter a few minutes ago of ESPN breaking this news, right, on Get Up, when it happened, when the arrest happened. Why did they have an ESPN bet ticker going at the bottom of the screen? This is the issue. I mean, college athletes and coaches are going to be allowed to gamble by the NCAA. They're allowed to gamble starting November 1st on professional sports, on, regulated sports books.
I think it's insane. It's almost like you can't be the product and then be the better, right? And it's like it's a very thin line between, okay, we want to make money, but then like the integrity of the NCAA, the integrity of the NBA. Don't get me wrong. The gambling industry is a billion-dollar industry. I just did a whole event with one of these betting companies, and it was a lot of fun. It was so cool to see the different celebrities and athletes and, all different walks of life that were betting on games, right? But I don't want to see who I'm betting on in the same place with me. Like, nah, bruh, what are you doing?
Right.
I don't want college athletes, especially college coaches, being able to bet. Because now, where's the integrity? I don't know if you're gonna throw this game. Did you really lose on purpose?
Right.
Like, did you really I don't want to have to think about that. I want to just be able to enjoy the game as a true basketball fan rather than thinking like, bro, he missed that free throw on purpose.
Right.
I
know. And now you're going to be looking sideways at everything. And with the college thing, they're only allowed to bet on professional sports. They're not allowed to bet on college sports. However, the interesting thing is, this working in sports, the worlds are so intertwined. Everybody knows everybody. The sports world is so small. If you're at the caliber of being a professional college or professional coach, a college coach, everybody knows each other. Everybody was once cut from the same cloth. They all know each other. So it's interesting to me that a college coach can bet on NFL games when that might be his homeboy.
And the lines are very much blurred because the same way we saw in this world of NIL, it's like it's becoming this open box that just never stops. Once you open the door, I guarantee you they're gonna figure out a way for these college coaches and these college hoopers to start betting. Or you're gonna have boosters. It's already a problem. You're gonna have boosters coming out of nowhere like, oh. Or here's an increased amount of NIL money, but I need you to make sure X, Y, and Z without saying I need X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a very thin line. And I'm like, what are we doing? It's now everything is becoming a blurred line and it's all about money and greed. And it's so unfortunate because it's like you missed the true essence of having to fight and eat ramen noodles because your stipend check was only $75 for the month.
For real.
So you really had to get it out the mud. Like when I was in college, we were really don't get me wrong, I absolutely think they still love the game of basketball. But it's so different because now they're not just student athletes. Your biggest problem in college was making sure, like our coach, we had to be above a 3.0. That was your biggest problem was making sure you got your grades. Now you're over here making sure you're running a multi-million-dollar business.
Right.
You're now a businesswoman or a businessman playing a college sport and having to make sure you get your grades and to make sure you have to perform and to make sure like the people around you are doing better or else they're going to be greedy or they're going to be feeling some type of way that you're getting all this money. I honestly believe that there has to be some rules and some regulations that creates a separation and says, this is not what we're doing. we're not gonna go down this line. Of course, we want you guys to make money, to feed your family, and do some amazing things, because I absolutely love NIL. I wish I could have been a part of it. But there has to be some real strict guidelines to where these students can enjoy just being athletes. Because once you get into that pro world, you see what's going on. You see how greedy and how crazy that industry can be. I want them to really just be able to enjoy. You don't need to be betting on no games, baby.
No.
For what?
It's ridiculous, and it takes all the fun out of sports. Listen, I like my money where I can see it, in my closet. I'm not betting on no man to make a three or hit a, no. I'm cool.
I love it, because they are not robots.
You can stay up off my parlay. I'm cool off of all that. Let's go get some shoes.
Yes.
Moving on, I want to get back into some normal sports.
Yes.
Talk, because things have been so crazy, but in the baseball world, we are heading into the World Series.
Listen.
Which is super exciting, so I want to give you guys a quick update about that. I'm going to nickname this World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays the Kendrick versus Drake Bowl.
I knew it.
I mean, come on. It's like, it's cemented, it's written. This is poetic almost.
Yes.
I need them both at games.
I was just about to say that if they show up to the games, that would be so fire, not only for marketing, but I mean, it's not gonna happen. But it would be so fire, because this is really the Kendrick versus Lamar.
No,
because you have somebody like the LA Dodgers, they're a great team. They're a legacy team. At the end of the day, I don't care if you don't know anything about baseball. 9 times out of 10, you know about the LA Dodgers. You probably
100%.
wore a hat.
100%. Everybody got that hat.
Everybody got the hat. I got it in blue. I ain't even never been to a game, baby. But I be wearing a hat that's like, oh, you're a Dodgers fan? I'm like, huh? Like, oh yeah. But you're gonna wear it because they're a legacy team. And you know they always have great players. And you know they're gonna win a World Series. Like, that's what they do. It's like the Chicago Bulls back in the day.
Right.
You knew dynasty when you saw it. With this new, I like to call them the Drakes, Toronto, right?
Yes.
They're gritty, right? They're gonna show up, and they're coming off of taking somebody to a game 7. They're coming off momentum. They're coming off, hey, you hit me in my mouth, but we here.
Right.
Like, when we get up to the bat, we about to do our thing. So it's kind of like, that's that whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and it's kind of like, all right, yeah, you went to the Super Bowl, but I'm still putting out, who's calling it? Who? I'm still draking it. So I think it's gonna be a really good series. I think it's gonna, I don't wanna say it's gonna go to a game 7. I think it may be we may see some brooms.
Right.
But if they show up like they've been showing up and literally stepping up to bat and doing what they're supposed to do, I think we're gonna see a really, really good series.
I agree. And coming off of a sweep for the Dodgers, coming off of momentum, getting a little bit more time, getting a little bit more rest, and then you're Toronto, you're coming off of game 7.
Come on.
It's like, it can be detrimental as far as rest is concerned, but baseball is a little different in that way. And on top of that, I feel like coming off of that momentum of like winning a game 7 in the playoffs and going to the World Series is like a good push. And Shohei Ohtani has had a weird playoffs overall, like good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. I don't know. I think the Dodgers are going to win, but I'm hoping Toronto gives them a good fight.
Yes, honestly, if you think about it, they're considered the underdogs. They have nothing to prove. But for the LA Dodgers, it's like, if you don't win, like, we looking at you sideways.
Right.
Because you playing against a team that had to fight tooth and nail to get here. You better step up. You better, but you got Toronto like, bruh, we just gonna show up and do what we do. And try our best. And their best have literally gotten them there. So it's almost kind of anybody's series to win, but you know, if the LA Dodgers lose, it's gonna be a whole problem.
Oh, God.
We may see some riots in LA. Lord Jesus.
It'll be interesting because they're spending a lot of money.
Oh,
so it'll be interesting. But let's get back into basketball because that's your thing, girl.
I love.
So the NBA season is finally back. And it is not disappointing. Outside of all the scandal and the drama, we have had some really, really fun basketball being played. So let's talk a little bit about this new TV schedule, Peacock, NBC, blah, blah, blah. How has your experiences been watching the game?
They like, it's for everybody, basically. Everybody.
What's up the fans?
I think it's really cool though, right? You can watch the games on whatever channel whenever you feel like it, right? For the most part. I do enjoy knowing that the game is gonna be on one specific channel, and I know okay, it's gonna be on ESPN. It's gonna be, every time it's gonna be there. Now they've opened up this space, and then it's back on NBC. I kind of like it. I'm all for change. Like I'm open to it, long as it makes it better, long as we have some really good basketball. That's all I'm worried about. Just give me some good basketball. Just give me some good broadcasting. Give me some good broadcasters.
Right.
And I'll have no problem.
I was only upset about Inside the NBA going away when TNT went away, and we still have Inside the NBA, so I don't really care.
I'm cracking. I think that was the biggest thing last season. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I ain't no punk. Let me be very clear. I gotta look in this camera. I'm not a punk. But last year I cried because I thought that Inside the NBA was like literally TNT as we know it. It is coming to an end of a legacy, end of a dynasty. Like, I absolutely love that show and their camaraderie and how they just deliver basketball. And I'm like, there's no way they can replicate that. There's no way they can, if they go to a different work, it's gonna be horrible if they go to a different network. However, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was sitting there like, we have been bamboozled.
Right.
They literally took Studio J and just said, skirt, TNT, skirt, ESPN, and it's the same thing.
Exactly the
same doggone product. I said, y'all slick. So I see what y'all did. They knew fans would be upset if they were to change anything. So all they did was we're just gonna change the network. We're gonna buy the rights, but we're also gonna buy the swag. We're gonna buy the sauce. We're gonna make sure it's still the same product that we're putting out. Just think of it as a rebrand.
Right.
And I'm glad that they did, because boy, I was nervous. Because I cried when they left. And I thought about all of the crew. Like, they show love to their crew, and I'm so happy. It makes my heart so happy that they brought the entire entire crew, everybody from the old crew, brought them all over, all cameramen, all PAs. Like, that is what I absolutely loved about this change and what they've done right. So shout out to ESPN for doing what's right and not changing it, because we absolutely love Chuck, Ernie, Shaq, and my doggone Kenny the Jet Smith. So I'm so glad. I'm so grateful.
I was too. I was watching it and I was like, wait, did they build the exact same studio?
Girl.
And it's the same studio.
The same.
Speaking of NBA players talking basketball on television, were you expecting Michael Jordan to be up there being an analyst? Because I know a lot of fans did.
Don't piss me off. I literally looked at, I was like, so y'all really got us worked up. It's like you being in a relationship, right? And your man say, oh, he finna take you to Neiman Marcus and you can get whatever you want. And then he take you to the perfume section and get you a free sample. I was mad. I just knew MJ was about to be this whole special correspondent. I just knew he was about to be involved.
Right.
My dog was sitting there like, yeah, I ain't picked up a basketball, a shot at basketball in 30 years. Sir!
Talking about himself.
MJ, you know we love you, and we will take it. Let's just be honest, because he ain't have to show up.
Right. Facts.
MJ, what he not gonna do is show up.
Facts.
Like, he is so far removed. I have seen MJ, the GOAT, Michael Jordan, more times in my life at a NASCAR race more than I've ever seen him in an NBA game or an NBA setting. Like, and it's so insane because you can literally go to a NASCAR race, and if you have the pit row, the VIP or whatever, like you're sitting there, I'm sitting, that's MJ.
That's insane.
Insane. And he is having the time of his life. He don't mind. He would wave a hand. But in a basketball setting, baby, you ain't finna see that man.
Right. Maybe it's a little more stressful for him being around basketball because I don't know.
You're the GOAT. Let's be very clear.
Right.
He is the GOAT. We want to see, it's like, for WNBA players, it's like seeing Lisa Leslie. That's one of the reasons why I don't have idols, but she's iconic. I absolutely love her because she's accessible. Like, you can go to a game and sometimes you'll see her on the sideline.
Right.
And she'll show you love. That's what these young kids need to see. That's what the hoopers that are coming up, they want to see their legends being close to them or giving them a game. Can you imagine MJ on the sidelines talking to LeBron?
No, actually. No. I feel like his mystery and him operating like that is
Yeah.
part of his aura. You know, it would take it away. Him not being accessible and not being
Girl,
around that's why
at
he's
this
so
point,
mythical.
At this point, we want him around. We need him around. You've been gone for however long. Come on back, man. So this return to the NBA, I'm thinking he's gonna be that, like be a true special correspondent rather than sitting down. I think a lot of fans really thought that he was gonna be, doing more. But we'll take it,
I was
MJ.
about to say,
We love
maybe
you.
it's only the beginning. Maybe there's more.
Well, it is a part of this 12-year deal that's worth a lot of money.
Right. Now let's get into some of these games that have happened in the last couple days because it's been insane.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get through this Western Conference real quick
They
first.
showed out.
Okay, at the very beginning, because we got to talk about this double overtime thriller between the Rockets and the Thunder on their ring ceremony night. What were your takeaways from that game?
I'm not gonna hold you. It was a really good game.
It was.
But by the time we got to the second overtime, I said, if it go to a third one, it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
But of course, I absolutely enjoyed it. I love SGA. The way that this man is playing, he came out at the beginning of the season like, I'm here. I'm the MVP, baby. This is why I play this game. And I love players like that. Like, he really is that guy. And I thought for a second, I'm not gonna hold you. I gotta stop touching this. But I thought Kevin Durant was just gonna go ham.
Me too.
I was waiting. It was like I was sitting on the edge, like, come on, just show them who you are. Come on, kid. Come on, hit him in the neck. But it's just like, oh man. And then he fouled out. And I was like his mama. Once he fouled out, I wanted to leave too. It's a video of her. Like, as soon as he fouled out, she got mad. She stood up. She walked off. I was like, sis, I feel you.
Right.
I feel you. Because now, what are you going to do?
Right. I feel like KD's role in Houston is a little bit different than I was expecting, at least in this first game that I watched. I was expecting KD, all things go through KD, all things move through KD. He's still mid-range, easy money sniper.
Yeah.
But Şengün is really their star.
Baby.
And KD is second fiddle. And there were times where when it came down to who was taking the last shot and it wasn't KD, I was a little bit like, bro, you got Kevin Durant right there.
And they just bypassed him.
Right.
But I guess Şengün is like, yo, I'm here. I almost gotta prove a point because I know KD is here. So I really gotta pop you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he did. I think he had 39 points.
He did amazing. It's just weird for me to see.
Because it's KD.
Right.
And we all expect, especially if you're a basketball fan, you know the history of KD. You like, I don't care what team he go to. He can go to Charlotte Hornets.
Right.
Everything is running through KD. He's always going to be the first option. So this, I think, is the first time we've seen something different to where they absolutely kind of just bypassed him.
Right.
And it's like, I wonder what it does for his confidence because we didn't see him really play as KD, like how we know he can play. But then it's also like, he didn't been in the season in the league for a while. So what do we really expect? Is this the transition that we're starting to see of, okay, of course he's a star player, but now he's going more into the role player.
Ugh.
I know.
I don't like that at all.
Because what are you gonna do?
KD played on a team with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and he was still the number one option. He played with James Harden and Kyrie Irving. He's been on a lot of super teams, y'all.
Yeah, a lot. He used to play with Westbrook.
Right. And now I'm like, I don't know.
But he's also an older veteran player.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have to come to grips that it ain't the same KD.
But he's had a couple years off, so I feel like it's a little bit different for him than it has been for some other players that are getting up there in age because his body has a couple years on it extra. Yeah. But also in the West, let's talk about the Warriors.
Ooh.
We're going to talk about the Warriors again a little bit later, but I want to talk about this Warriors versus Lakers game because, I switched on over to Peacock after I watched that game for an eternity, and then I'm watching the Warriors play LA. And my main takeaway from that game was number one, I saw a tweet that called them the Olden State Warriors because their starting five was so old. But I think that some of their role players really stepped it up. I think Steve Kerr is dipping into them a little bit more. And
as he should, because he got fresh legs.
Yes, the young guys. Steph Curry, but the Lakers,
Listen here.
what's going on?
What is the song? Day after day, seems like I push. Listen, baby, I said, who team is this? And I said, honestly, I was not expecting. Don't get me wrong. They were playing decent. I don't want to say they were
Right.
playing great, but they were playing decent up until around like the third kind of quarter in the middle. I'm like, oh God, this is about to be bad. Oh, it's getting really bad. Oh God, like what in the world? If LeBron James, if he does not come back in the next 3 weeks, I know he's supposed to be out for 4 to 6, or somebody even said a couple months. If he don't come back in the next 3 weeks, it's gonna be a problem for the Lakers. I mean, it's somewhat already a problem because if this is any indication how the season's gonna go, I feel so bad for Lakers fans
Right.
because they love to talk trash.
I wasn't even planning on saying this on
Oh.
wax, but here's my thing with the
Uh-oh.
Lakers. I feel as though DeAndre Ayton is not nobody's answer, so the Lakers still need a center.
He's a role player.
The Lakers still need a center. LeBron is incredible. I think he is the best basketball player of all time. I'm not saying he's a GOAT.
Wait,
He's
what?
the best basketball player of all time.
Wait, hold on. You're saying he's the best basketball player of all time,
Right.
but he's not the GOAT?
Girl, they're two different things to me. That's a
Girl!
whole other
Baby
side.
girl.
That's a whole other side argument. I think you can be like, I think that LeBron is a better basketball player, but he doesn't have that thing that Kobe and MJ have where
Okay.
they'll like fight your mama
That
to
Mamba
win a
spirit
game. Right.
that-
LeBron just doesn't have that, simply doesn't. But that doesn't mean he's not a better basketball player.
So you think LeBron James is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bean Bryant?
Yes. In his prime? Yes. And he won the genetic lottery. Yes. Yes. But I don't think he's the GOAT. I think you can't recreate again Michael Jordan's aura, the three-peating twice, and the Jordans and the
That's what
billionaires.
makes him the greatest basketball player of all time.
The greatest, but not the best.
The best.
If we're just talking skill, if we're on 2K and we're like building a player that's the perfect basketball player, we're building LeBron. You get what I'm saying?
I see your argument and I understand that. But you got to look at it holistically. It's everything.
Right.
Right? Don't get me wrong. LeBron, if we had to build a 2K player, you're going to build LeBron James.
Right.
But you probably going to name him MJ.
What? I can't. Because it's an aura and an energy thing. I'm telling you. And it was the times. It's
not
the
only that,
nostalgia.
MJ made the people around him better.
LeBron doesn't make the people around him better. LeBron doesn't make the people around him better. That Cavs team
Bruh.
that he took to the finals with not daring nobody on it.
I get that part, but still. That was like, what? He did that one time?
He was in the finals for like 10 years.
Michael Jordan went back to Bay.
They were building super teams since that was Stop playing. Okay.
I'm cracking
My
up.
point is,
Okay.
I think LeBron James is the best basketball player of all time.
Okay.
However, I feel like the Lakers are spending a lot of money on this whole LeBron thing because he deserves it, right? He's LeBron James, and he sells tickets, and he puts butts in seats, and he's a great player, and I think he can still play. This is not me saying he can't still play and that his time is done. I do think the Lakers need to start thinking about when you make a move like the move they made to get Luka, right? And you want to build this team that Luka needs specifically around Luka. He does have some defensive challenges. They need a big man. Well, you can't go out and spend the cash you need to spend on getting those pieces that Luka specifically needs to be the star of the Los Angeles Lakers when you're spending a big chunk of your cap on LeBron James and his son.
Yeah, that too.
So I think
maybe they just need more money. Because like you just said, he deserves the money. He deserves the money.
Right.
But they need to find more money to get better players. And like you said, to build a good center around Joker. To make sure that if we're doing this whole load management with LeBron, when he does come back, he's only going to be getting 29 minutes per se. You need to make sure, if I got to go and get rid of some people, okay, I need to do that because I need more money and I need more space to make sure I can bring somebody good Like,
but also, how good can you get around Luka when it's already Luka and LeBron together? Their skill sets already are a little, but they're both so great.
they're great in their own,
so
like,
they can make it work. But however, it's never gonna be
Yeah.
Luka's team fully until you get rid of LeBron, until
And that's
LeBron
not
retires, and he doesn't have that shield over him. And Luka hasn't experienced this.
Yeah.
Also, you got to think he was God in Dallas. He hasn't experienced this. This is very new for him. He's
Yeah.
been playing pro forever. Like, this man is very talented,
Yeah.
and it is never going to be his team. They are never going to be able to put what they need to put around him until LeBron is gone. And so right now we're singing this swan song, and we're waiting for LeBron to do his little farewell tour and whatever, and everybody's just waiting. And until that happens, Lakers fan, I'm sorry, y'all are gonna be middle of the pack, which is the worst way to be in sports. Middle of the pack. You want to be bad or you want to be good.
So you people know what they're getting.
Right, and they're gonna be middle of the pack. They're gonna win some great games against some great teams, and they're gonna lose some games against some really bad teams. That's exactly how their season's gonna go.
I hope it goes better. I think Luka doesn't have an issue with not being the star. I think his whole thing, he just wants to win a championship.
Right.
And whatever that looks like, however we need to make that work, he's gonna do just that. Because that game we saw on, was that Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
He still had great numbers. Like, he still went out and did what he does. They just, like you said, they gotta get better players. They gotta make sure they get a center. I'm just saying, y'all. If you don't get a center, it's just go ahead and throw the whole
I saw a
season
6'10"
away.
man in Whole Foods the other day, and I was like, what you doing here? The Lakers need a center.
They need somebody, and I feel like they can get the money. Like, this is a legacy team. We talk about these legacy teams. Go. I don't know who, Jenny, whoever else is around there, go get somebody from somewhere, even if he's young. Put him around these veteran players. It'll make a world of a difference. They may not go to the playoffs. Let's just be honest.
I think they'll go, but I don't think they'll be in the play-in tournament. It'll be the most expensive.
Well, they'll be in the they'll definitely be in the play-in tournament. But the playoffs, the NBA playoffs, towards the end of the season, it's a wrap on that. Unless LeBron do some crazy stuff, come back, and he got some fresh legs, and he putting up 40, Joker putting up 40, and they get a great center who is gonna really defend and rebound like he's supposed to.
Right.
And it could be a young boy.
Right.
So hopefully.
Because I think to a certain extent, yes, Luka needs to get better in some ways as far as his health
defense.
Or whatever. I mean, he was on men's health. He's doing well. He lost some weight in the offseason, like 30 pounds. But they're asking a lot of him because simply they cannot, like I said, put the structure around him they need to maximize the abilities he already has.
Yeah.
So they're never going to get where they need to go. It's always going to be stuck in the middle because you don't have a clear-cut star.
When LeBron come back.
LeBron, listen, and that might last a stretch, and then they got to sit him again, and that might last this year, and then what happens next year? Like, it's time. I'm sorry.
It's a whole not even a rebrand. They just need some restructuring for the next. I think, like I don't want to. That makes me sad when I think about.
We were just about to transition to the Hawks.
Oh God, girl,
go ahead and get
it's like a whole restructure, right? You just need. It's like playing chess. You need the proper pieces around in order for you to have a true chance at winning or even having a winning season.
Right.
So I wish the Lakers nothing but the best. I know Laker fans, y'all are some crazy fans. I'm wishing y'all the best. Y'all just need to get y'all the stress ball for the season because it's going to be a long ride.
Right. Just expect, go ahead and buy your tickets for the play-in tournament. Anyways, moving on to, speaking of the play-in tournament, let's talk about the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, Jesus.
The Los Angeles Hawks. It's all the same. I'm just kidding, because Lakers fans have hope. The Hawks.
Come on, wait a minute now. I can't let you do it. We got hope.
Listen, I am a Hawks fan.
We got hope.
Girl.
It's like being in a toxic relationship.
That's exactly
what I love him. He my everything. But you know he ain't no good.
Oh, no good. I got my start in sports working for the Atlanta Hawks. I was at all of their games.
Yes.
And if I learned one thing about this team. Well, first let me tell y'all what happened.
Okay.
So the Hawks lost by 20 to the Raptors, 118 to 138. Y'all can do math. RJ Barrett scored 25 points and Brandon Ingram scored 16 in his Raptors debut. Trae Young and Jalen Johnson both had 22 on the night. Shout out Jalen Johnson, very talented. But it just wasn't enough. It was star-studded, as it always is, right? We got celebs in the building. Miss Basketball be in the building. 2 Chainz, Quavo, Summer Walker, Glorilla.
You know why she was there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know why she was there.
She was in her WAG era. But Let's talk about the team. What is the ceiling for the Atlanta Hawks? You tell me, because I know what I think it is.
I'm just gonna scratch my head. Because honestly, I don't know. Like, it's so, let me breathe. Because being a Hawks fan, it is sometimes draining. But you know, again, it's like being in that toxic relationship. You know you're gonna support them. And this season, I honestly believe we have a long way to go. Trey cannot do it by himself. Like, it is going to be one of those seasons to where we're trusting God. The only thing we can do. And I think we'll have a 500 kind of season, you know? We're gonna get over, we're gonna win half of our games, and we're gonna do the best that we can do.
Trey Young is talented. So before y'all get into that,
I think we all know, and I feel like I know what you're about to say. We all know he's talented. Like, we
very talented.
But
He
give it
gotta
to him
go.
real. Oh, dang.
He gotta go. We have seen the ceiling of the Atlanta Hawks under Trey Young. We've seen it be the best it could possibly get, the Eastern Conference Finals. That is the ceiling. That is the best it's gonna get. Because Trey Young is talented, but he's small. He's small. And
But what if we put the right pieces? Like, we got Jalen Brunson.
you wanna know what the right piece is to put next to Trey Young? Victor Wembanyama.
Hey.
If Trey Young was to win the championship, that's exactly where he needed to be, right there up next to Wembanyama and his unfair tall self. He needed to be right there next to Wembanyama because too small and too big together, that will work perfectly. He can distribute, he can pass, whatever. He needed to be over there in San Antonio. And the Hawks need to break it down, restructure, and start it over. For a city like Atlanta, I find it interesting that it seems that the Hawks never have any culture. And I worked there.
Yeah.
I was at all of their games. I love the Hawks.
Yeah.
I love going to the Hawks games. Celebrities go, it's cool, it's hip hop, it's Atlanta.
Everybody go.
No culture. What are the Hawks? What are we? What do we do?
It's the in-game experience. I ain't even gonna hold you. Going to a Hawks game.
Oh, it's so much fun.
People go to Hawks games to network,
Right.
to have fun, to people watch.
Right.
And it sounds so bad. And again, I love the Hawks. And they go to see the other team.
That's why my butt is in that seat every year when Steph Curry comes to town.
Everybody, it is the craziest thing. We always have more of the opposing team fans than we do Atlanta fans when it comes to big games. And that's because there's no true, like, you have your true fans. That's legacy fans because, baby, they grew up, or they old, you know, they fans of Dominique. And well, I've been loving the Hawks since 1939. Like, you have those fans. But then you also have a group of fans that just go because they like going to the games because you know you're going to see somebody, you're going to see Bootsy going on the side, doing a swag surf the most craziest way. You're going to have somebody performing. The culture of Hawks basketball is within the fans and the fan interaction. On the court, the product that we're putting out on the court, it don't match.
Right.
It's giving 6, 7, like it does not match. And for whatever reason, we cannot seem to land star players and good players. Not only want take away good, great players. And Atlanta has all the things that would make a player say, I want to go play in Atlanta. Like the city, the airport, the people, the fans. But it's like, I don't want to. Why would I go to Atlanta?
Why?
It's not a winning city.
No.
It's not a winning team. And it's like, what do we have to do to change the culture, like you talked about, to change the culture of Hawks basketball to make those star players feel like, okay, I'm going to the Hawks to win a championship. I'm not going to just be, no shade, Trey Young.
The Hawks have become very comfortable with complacency.
Yeah.
That's what we are. The Hawks are mid. You know, we play in the play-in tournament. We get some big wins. You know, we beat the Warriors, and then we're the...
And then the little screaming things come out the ceiling.
Right.
Like,
and, yeah. And that's it. And that's what it's become. I don't know if that's a higher-ups issue, but I do know that if I were Trey Young, I wouldn't even be offended by people saying that you should leave Atlanta, because if I were Trey Young, I am out. Why? I mean... listen.
You know why.
The 1A makes a lot more money than the 1B. So that's probably why.
Exactly.
But
that's the no shade again. And I have to pray. I love the Hawks. I love Trey. But that's why he's there. And think about it. He could have left when there was all this talk about, oh my God, Trey's leaving and whatever. And they ain't gonna hold you. We were all, okay, let him go.
Right.
When he so-called took down the pictures on his Instagram and he was in LA working out and had fans really like trying to figure out, well, dang, is he leaving us? Like, dang, babe, I thought you said you love us. Like, we all were like, okay, well, if he gonna leave. Because then guess what? That opened up the salary cap for better talent to come in. And if we gotta go through this pruning season to restructure, let us go and get it out the way.
No, I'm fine with that. The worst thing you can be in sports is mid. Not bad enough to get a good draft, which we did get the number one draft, and the most irrelevant draft ever. I'm sorry, no shade. I just got to keep it real with y'all. The most irrelevant draft ever. We didn't get no Wemby. We didn't get like that's. I'm disgusted. No more.
Hopefully we can, and I think this is more on the higher ups. We're gonna just call a spade because they know the product that they're putting out.
Right.
Like, let's be honest. They know the product that they're putting out. They have to go back to the drawing board and the table and really get with the owners to say, we need some more money. And we have to get star quality players that's gonna win us a champ. We wanna be a championship team. We don't wanna be a team that's just good enough. We don't wanna just be the Hawks that fans are coming just to go to the game to chill and eat the free food because, baby, they got the best food.
They do have
ain't gonna hold you. We got some of the best food and the vibes.
The food
and baby,
so
that ice
good.
cream down there. And ooh, Lord have mercy. We wanna be a championship team. The same way and I know this has nothing to do with basketball. It's the same with the Falcons.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Atlanta sports scene, except for the Atlanta United and the Braves. Shout out to y'all because y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. It's like we have to get star players to show up and play and win championships in order for us to take that veil off that we say, oh, we just good enough.
Right.
Or like we're mid. Or it's Atlanta, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's so unfortunate. It's not that we're just Atlanta. We're more than just that. Like, we could be a championship team. We just got to get the higher ups and the powers that be to believe in that and to spend the money on that.
Yeah, shout out to the Atlanta Dream. They're a lot farther.
And until y'all do right by Mike Vick, everything we do gonna fail in Atlanta sports. I honestly believe it. At this point, because I feel like somebody put a curse on us, especially with my dream.
Yeah.
Because everything that Atlanta has done, and we even got close making it to the conference final, like getting as close as we can. It will never.
We're supposed to be in that conference finals anyway. Ben Simmons was over there crying and having a fit. I can't. Okay, moving on to some other Eastern Conference teams that actually have something to say. Cleveland and New York. Okay, so the Knicks beat the Cavs 119-111. Donovan Mitchell led the Cavs with 31 points, and Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby combined for 47. I love Jalen Brunson.
That boy
the question is, since the Hawks aren't doing nothing in the Eastern Conference,
shade.
which I hope they do. Let me take that out. Let me rephrase that. Will the Knicks and the Cavs be in the Eastern Conference Finals this year?
They're gonna be better than Hawks. It's a possibility. It is a real good possibility because when you got players combining for 47 points, when you got a Jalen Brunson on your team that he's a dog. Like the Knicks is a team that's always gonna do what they need to do, and I think the way that they're playing, they're gonna show up in a way in the Eastern Conference on this side and say, you know what, we here. And if you want to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, you got to go through us.
Right.
Like they're literally saying that off bat, like, yeah, we here. Like,
and it's stamped for them because Jason Tatum is hurt, Tyrese Halliburton is hurt.
What the Halliburton?
Right. It's stamped for them. They might as well go make a run. This is their opportunity.
And I feel bad. So bad for the Pacers because they were so close. So, like, they could taste it. But now you give, like you said, you give an opportunity for a Knicks team to come in there and like, you know what? All right, this is our chance, y'all. This is the time we can go. Like, this is the time that you do it. You show up. You show them why this is Knicks basketball. And I know it's a lot of New York fans out there because y'all be coming to the Hawks game deep. Like, real deep.
They should.
Real deep. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Listen, I used to think that the most exciting thing about being a Hawks fan was when, New York, MSG, Trae Young, and then when he walked up in there, I'm sorry, I know this is off topic, but when he walked up in there with them weak-ass Madison Square Garden-ass shoes, and he was talking about, like, yeah, I'm about to show out.
Doing the thing, Lord. And then, girl, baby girl. Like, you could have just left that. Like, why would you go to them people establishment like that, embarrassing us?
Oh, take them shoes off. No, like what the Knicks did with Jalen Brunson. I love Jalen Brunson, going from being the little kid running around the garden, always too small, never good enough, and to the Eastern Conference Finals, being like what he is. I feel like the Knicks did the right thing as far as building a team around Jalen Brunson that works for him and his strengths and weaknesses as a little guy.
Yep.
So they need to write that down on the vision board. I love this Knicks team. I know, being from Atlanta, we're supposed to hate the Knicks, but it ain't no real rivalry anyways, y'all. We're not playing for nothing. So
don't do that.
It's not real. So it's not real.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
It's over. It's not real.
I'm a Hawks fan, so I really have to be like, no, it's not. But I mean,
it's not. It's not real. And one thing, I'm a sports fan. I love my teams, but I'm a realist. It's not real. The rivalry doesn't exist. I would love to see the Knicks in the finals. I really would, simply based off of Jalen Brunson. I want to see him win.
And you know you're going to get, this is the other thing, you know you're going to get good basketball. You know you're going to get a true grit, grinding, like fighting, going at your neck, don't care who you are type of play when it comes to the Knicks. That's one of the reasons why I don't love y'all, but I love y'all and I respect the Knicks because just like their fans, they don't care about nobody.
Oh, no.
Like, they don't care about nobody. They're going at your neck every time. So we can see them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they're going to do a really great job. I'm excited to see. I'm excited when they come to Atlanta because I'm ready. The last season, real quick story. Last season, of course, they lost, right? And here was I in the stands in the 100 level right behind the Hawks bench as Knicks fans were leaving because they left before the game was actually over.
Ducking smoke.
I was like, hold it. It was like, hold what? This L? I made a video of it and it was absolutely hilarious because some Knicks fans laugh, but I had half of the fans were pissed.
Oh, no, because
they were shooting me birds. They was like, F you, this and I was like, I felt so good.
Oh, because I don't play.
Because you know what they do? These old crazy Knicks fans, they come into the Hawks arena and think they own the place.
Right.
So I got to speak up for my Hawks and I got to taunt them when I can because that don't normally happen.
Right. Facts. I feel you, girl. Now let's talk about the Battle of Texas. Where I was trying to send our star over to. But let's talk about the Battle of Texas between the San Antonio Spurs and the Dallas Mavericks, where Victor Wembanyama absolutely spoiled the debut of Cooper Flag. What do you think about this man?
It's Victor. Like, I love the fact that this man was like, okay, I look light, but I'm heavy though. What did he drop? 40 points.
He had 20 in the first half, I believe.
Bro, that's another person that's like, you know what? I don't know what y'all may think of me, but I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. And I'm going to do it on opening night. And I'm going to do it against somebody who y'all anticipate on, like, okay, what's his debut going to look like? How is Cooper Flag going to do?
Please,
oh my God, Cooper Flag. Baby. He went out there and was like, yeah, I am here.
Not the accent. That is sending me to the moon.
I'm sorry.
I love Victor Wembanyama. I once said that I don't believe he could be the face of the NBA because it's so unrealistic. Whereas Steph Curry is like, I can be him. Yeah, let me tell you right now.
You think it's obtainable because it's size and
ain't nothing attainable about what Wemby got going on. The impressive part of that game, I'm sitting there in my bed watching this, and I hate how late the Western Conference games come on, but the West is so good right now. I was up in my bed watching this game, and the impressive part of Wemby's performance was not the points. It was the fact at one point he just took the ball out of their hand. Just like his weird stuff like that.
His wingspan is insane. Like, it's insane. He towers everybody.
He got a block.
I probably
took the ball back to the end, shot a three. I'm thinking, are you a point guard? Are you a 7-footer? Are you a center? He's everything, everywhere, all at once.
He's everything, and he's exactly who he think he is.
Yeah.
And I love that for him because, of course, like you said, you wouldn't think that he would be the face of the NBA. And he's probably heard that too. And they probably have not necessarily instilled that into his mind, but they probably had the expectations of just go out there and do what you can, right?
Right.
We're not expecting a lot, but we expect you to be good. But we didn't expect you to come out here and do this. So I think he has every opportunity to be the face. If he play 40 and 15 consistently And knowing that, and one of the other things, I really love his personality. Like, just love it. It's just so just love it. But the fact that if he puts up 40 and 15 every night, and he's doing it effortlessly, 20
Yeah,
in
it
the
doesn't
first
look hard
half,
at all.
you look up, you like, dang, you checking the stats. You're like, bro, are you kidding me right now? If he does that, he's easily the face.
Well, and
Easily.
it's not even just, again, it's not just the points, it's the defense.
Mhm.
He don't even gotta put his arms out to play defense on you because he's so big.
He don't even have to jump.
Right, like, he doesn't.
He doesn't have, he's literally just standing, which makes him a really good defender.
Right.
Which makes him a great all-around player because not only is he doing the things that he's supposed to do on offense, on this defensive end, that's your shield.
Right.
Like he's doing what he's supposed to do on defense and on offense.
And he's exactly what they expected him to be and wanted him to be, and more.
And more.
He's skinny, so everybody's like, that could be an injury.
See, that's what I'm saying. They thought that he was just gonna be, of course, they thought he was gonna be good because he's Victor. Like, okay, yes, they got billboards and posters. We thought he's gonna be good. He's gonna be great for us.
Mhm.
But no, he is really who he think he is. He is better than what they expected. He is great.
Well, he was practicing kung fu in a Chinese temple during the summer and training with Buddhist monks.
Baby.
So to get stronger, and you can tell when he gets through that lane, he is not playing. And he made Anthony Davis look like a little boy.
You know what? He is what we thought Anthony Davis was gonna be.
He's better.
Look, a long time ago when he came in, okay, great.
Well, before we go, let's rapid fire get through some of these games that happened just recently.
Okay.
We had a repeat of the NBA Finals. The Indiana Pacers played the OKC Thunder. Listen, they went to double overtime in their first 2 games, the Thunder did.
Mhm.
What are your takeaways from this team, and do you believe that they can repeat as champions?
I think it's gonna be difficult. Because if you're going double overtime and you know you're the reigning champions, that means you know teams are now, they're watching, they're plotting on you. You have a target on your back. So we saw in this first game with OKC, they were not dying. They were like little roaches. Like, they would not die. And honestly, if KD wouldn't have fouled out, they probably won. But I think for the Thunder, they really have to, not the Thunder, I'm tripping. Yeah, for the Thunder, yeah, I'm tripping. I had a whole brain fart right there.
No, you're good, girl.
I think for the Thunder, they really have to play great, not good. They have to play great every night because there is a target on their back. Will they make it back to the finals, to the Western Conference Final? It is a possibility because they got SGA. Like, you got the MVP on your team. You have good pieces around, but you also have other teams who are going to be coming for you. Like,
Facts.
ready
They're
or not.
on the vision board.
Yeah, ready or not, here we come. Because now we know what you're capable of. We've seen what you guys have done. We've been studying. I'm pretty sure in the offseason, coaches and they've been scouting. They've been doing the scouting reports. They're coming up with a game plan.
They build their new teams around beating these teams.
They're coming up with a game plan to really knock you off.
Right.
So they have good pieces around, but I think it's gonna be a fight for them.
And shout out to the Indiana Pacers because doing that without their star against the defending champs is crazy. And on top of that, they're well coached, they're young, and these last couple games we just talked about, San Antonio, even Cooper Flag didn't have a bad debut.
No, not at all. He had a double-double.
I mean, they got him trying to pass the ball to people who aren't as good as him, but that's besides the point. So the young guys are here.
Yeah.
It's a new era. Like I said earlier in the show about LeBron, it's a new era. We're building teams around these new, younger guys. The Thunder are now the vision board team. At the end of the day, we can put LeBron, KD, and Steph on the posters all we want, but they're not the ones winning a championship this year. I mean, they might this year, but they're not the champions right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different era.
And with to piggyback off the Pacers, you got Siakam, right? Who is a veteran player who's still, like you said, without
Tyrese
Halliburton, yes. I was going to say, what his name is again? Halliburton. You still had him putting up great numbers, and then you had pieces around him. What was his name? Benedict. 36 points. What? Are you kidding me? They still had a really good game without their true star player, and they still have a chance to really make some noise in the conference. So I am hoping that they do a great job this season because I feel so bad for them.
Me too.
Like, the fact that they don't have Halliburton, it's so sad. It just breaks my heart. But I think they still have good pieces around them.
100%. That can go get buckets.
Come on.
They have bucket getters.
Don't sleep.
Pacers. That was their whole playoff story. You would think that you had them down, and then they make a bunch of threes, and they're making a bunch of shots, and then it's over for you. Like, they're a good team. They're a great team.
Yeah.
Speaking of greatness, and speaking of making shots, the last team I want to talk about is the Golden State Warriors and their overtime win over the Nuggets, two of the greatest players we've ever seen on this planet, Nikola Jokic versus Steph Curry. Steph was cold at the beginning. But girl, you know, that's my favorite player. That is my GOAT.
He's gonna always show up. That's one thing. He may have an off night. He may start a little shaky. But one thing he gonna do is show up. Because he's Steph Curry.
He gotta show up.
It ain't nobody else like him. I don't care what there's nobody else that is like Steph Curry. He is gonna show up even on a bad night.
I like the Warriors this year.
Ooh. I
like the Warriors every year, but
exactly.
I like the Warriors this year.
What do you like about the Warriors this year rather than last year?
I feel like they're spreading the love. Their young guys are really
They got them
pulling
fresh
their
legs.
Yeah, exactly, which gives Steph a little bit more of an opportunity to be Steph. But I also just feel like they're kind of getting in their groove with this whole Jimmy Butler thing. It's his first full season. He's got his joy back, whatever that meant. He looked real happy in Miami to me, but that's what
Baby, he was having a time in Miami. I don't know what time he left. He just wanted to leave.
Yeah, go on.
That's it.
They weren't trying to
create
pay
a
him.
story. He just wanted to leave. The man ain't never lost his joy. The man was doing coffee. He was drinking coffee. He had coffee beans everywhere. He's found his joy in the war. I would have joy too if I'm playing with Steph Curry. What you mean?
I would have joy. I would have joy playing in Detroit. I would have joy playing in Charlotte. If my check got 8 zeros on it, I would have.
He getting this money regardless. And don't get me wrong, it was a little rocky for him. Like, I think he had to get used to the system, and he had to press out, and then he went to the press. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. Like, the coffee wasn't kicking in. But that money and that check was clearing. I think this year, now that he knows the system, now that there's pieces around him, now that he had more time to play with one of the GOATs, right? Steph Curry, now he gets to really bask in his joy.
Exactly. He doesn't have to carry anymore. He was carrying in Miami.
Baby.
Yeah, and
him and Tyler Hero, it was a struggle.
Right.
Baby, I don't know what. Jesus. Get somebody else to do it. But now he has, like you said, the pieces that are around him. He got Steph Curry. He can really just be Jimmy Butler. Now, we're not expecting Jimmy buckets because we know you don't have to carry the team. You won't need you putting up 30. We just need you to do what you do best. Make great passes. Knock down shots. Defend.
Defend. Yeah, their defense is actually pretty decent, but
because they got young legs.
Yeah.
Shoot, if I had a team like the Warriors with these young legs, that these young players are gonna get out there, they're grinding. They're really trying to make a name for themselves. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna give 110%.
I think people get mixed up because their starters are so old.
Baby, I would play with them any day.
Right, and Podziemski won the game. My boyfriend was like, who is that? I'm like, there are younger players, you guys. Their faces aren't on the poster.
And we gotta get used to them.
Right.
But be sure to hear, baby, we gotta get used to them. But I think Steve Kerr even starting to pay attention now because he realized when he's going to that bench, he saw what time it was. He was like, oh, these boys, because you know what? They're ready. And they're going to show up to play every single night because nobody knows their name.
Right.
And I'm just saying, that's an extra edge. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love college, the underdogs. When you don't know a person's name and they go out there and they play their best game.
That was Steph Curry.
They end up being like, you know what? Who that is? They start paying attention. So I'm encouraging, any NBA player out there, if you feel like you're not getting the press that you deserve, you feel like you're not getting the time that you deserve, you feel like nobody knows your name, when you get that chance, when your name is called, you go out there and you show them who you are and you show them the skills and you represent the name that's on the back of your jersey and you show them who you are for the front. And I guarantee you, they're gonna know your name and they're not gonna forget it.
Dang, now I want to go out and play. We asked our followers on Revolt Sports who will be the best team in the NBA in 2025, 2026. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting us. Y'all are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Talking about the Los Angeles Lakers.
Baby, that's a lie.
They received the most answers.
You know why? They just love the legacy of the Lakers. Let's be honest.
James.
LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson. Like, they just
Luka
love.
Doncic.
Yeah, now him. They just love the legacy of the Lakers. If anybody on God's green earth and in Beyonce's internet think the Lakers is going to be the best team in the NBA, y'all smoking on some other stuff.
Or we've seen Robert Pelinka do it before. Robert, full name. Robert Tisha. We've seen him do it before.
Robinisha.
Make some deals in the middle of the season. So
I
maybe
don't
they'll
care
look
if he
different
made a
after
deal
trade.
with the devil. It's not happening. I'm sorry.
Luka, he got Luka in the middle of the season. Who
He did.
knows?
He did. And what happened? And he had the cane. And what happened?
Listen, I'm not a Lakers fan, but LeBron, do your farewell tour. Let him go. Goodbye, flowers.
Baby.
And then go get Giannis.
Ooh. That'd be cute.
And then go get Giannis.
And they still. I'm sorry. They have to do a whole reconstruction. It is not going to happen this season. There is hope next season. Let this year, I'm telling y'all, fans, be like that one fan that wanted to sue LeBron James because he bought the team. Be like that one fan. Go ahead and let LeBron do his thug thizzle. Let him do his farewell tour. And let this season be about that. Let's just focus.
But it's not, because he's not retiring.
Right now. Because, baby, how this season about to go?
Yeah.
By the time we get to the play-in tournament,
yeah, it might.
baby, just let that man go ahead and do his whole farewell tour. Let's have a concert. Let's all wear crowns and stuff.
Right.
And then let's rebuild for the next season.
And I'm not a Lakers fan, so I don't really care. Like, he can do this, and he can put them through this
really
as long as he wants. I don't really care. He's LeBron James. Let him do what he wants. The game owes him that. So
but they're not going to be the best team. Let's just be honest.
They're not.
Revolt fans, I appreciate you guys for doing the poll, but y'all smoking. They're not going to be the best team, bro. Like, let's not.
Well, my last question to you would be, then who do you think would be the best team?
Ooh, that's tough.
This season.
That's tough. That is really tough because you got the reigning champions. You got SGA ain't going out without a fight, right? You got the Warriors that are now rethinking and re-strategizing how they're looking at this season with going within their depth chart and using their young boys. So you got some good legs, and them boys, they ready to get at it. And then you got the Knicks, right? You got the Knicks. You got a Jalen Brunson who is like, bruh, last season, y'all hit me in my mouth, man. It hurt my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got something. I really got something to prove. Like, I need that.
I know.
Like, New York, I need that.
Right.
Like, so
Right.
I honestly don't know, but I'm going to be a little crazy. And even going to hold y'all. And y'all going to be upset with me for saying this. But I honestly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, the best team this year that we're going to see in this 2025-2020 NBA season is going to be the Atlanta Hawks.
She don't even believe herself.
I had to.
My answer to that question will and always will be, I'll let you know in December because none of this matters anyways.
See? We can say anybody. And y'all know, so right after, when the new year comes, we're going to be like, I ain't even expect this.
Right. I can't even, I'm not answering that question until December. I'm not even going to make myself look stupid. I'm not even going to make myself look stupid.
Y'all go out there and do, just don't, we're wiping out the first game, okay? We just wiping that out. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Matter of fact, that game ain't even count, okay? We're going to be the best best team in the league.
Well, you heard it here first.
This is the first and only place you're going to hear it because this is satire.
Facts. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for pulling up, Christina. You are everything, girl.
Listen, thank you for having me. And let me just say, hoops for hotties. I have to give you your props. What you have done is revolutionize the way that others look at the game of basketball, the way that people can regurgitate what you're saying and understand the game. Thank you for breaking it down. Thank you for giving your insight, and thank you for being a woman in sports who is doing some amazing things. So shout out to you. Congratulations on this. This is so dope. And I pray that you never stop and understand how necessary and valuable you are. Thank you. Because you would know for real, like, you're literally opening up the doors for more fans of people who probably would have never even looked at basketball because 9 times out of 10, they don't even know what's going on.
Exactly.
But the fact that you can relay the game that we love, right, to somebody that's never seen the game in a way like, oh, girl, let me tell you how it is. Boom, bam, bam, bam. It's like Shaniqua with her friend, and you know she got a boyfriend, but the boyfriend don't really like her. That's the trade that's going on. You make it simple so that people can understand. And that's the way that we need, like, that's how people are learning now. And you're using technology and Instagram to do so. So that's super dope and it's super fire. And you're absolutely changing the game and exposing the game to more people, which means you're creating more fans. So you're so necessary. So thank you for doing that because it's super fire. I be watching like, girl.
Thank you so much. That made
so
my
welcome.
day.
Listen, it's hoops for hotties, baby. Baby, I be like, yes, ma'am.
Listen, shout out to the girls and the gays love sports. Here on Revolt Sports Weekly, we love you too. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to another week of Revolt Sports Weekly. This has been a basketball-packed show, but make sure you are locked in on Revolt Sports on social media so we can hear what you think about all these games going on, y'all. Make sure you keep it locked here next week because I'll be right here. Thank you. Bye.